rings of Saturn, obviously under intelligent control. And now I think maybe you can grasp why they're scared to death to announce, to admit what they've seen, what they've encountered, and what they've learned. Because they don't believe you can handle it. I'll tell you frankly, you guys can handle it quite well, I think. I've always had the feeling when I talk to groups like this that I'm preaching to the choir. I mean, you guys are not, you're not typical. You're kind of special. You really are. The fact that you're here tells me that you're all pretty damn special. Your minds are open, you've got courage, you've got guts, you're able to deal with this stuff. That may shock you, but it doesn't scare the pants off of you, because I share some of this with you and you want to know more. Well, let's go into the next picture. Okay, here's another photograph from Voyager in 1980 that Norman published in his book, The Ringmakers of Saturn. Here is another gigantic electromagnetic vehicle here. God knows how big it is, but what I want to point out to you is this. This is a constructed artificial object. And that electromagnetic vehicle is 2,000 miles long. Now, when I first learned this, when I read Norman's book and I had a chance to talk to Norman, I was in a state of shock. 2,000 miles long in the rings of Saturn. Norman said for a time NASA thought maybe they were making the rings. I pointed it out that it struck me that maybe they weren't making them, perhaps they were mining the rings. Because the rings are absolutely packed with nutrients. Not only water. Water is all over the damn place out there. But my God, can you imagine the minerals that could be in these rings of Saturn? And these guys, being advanced intelligences as they are probably mining them. They're helping themselves. Because it's a cornucopia out there, filled with all kinds of goodies. Energy is everywhere. All you have to do is know how to tap into it. You know, you mine the rings, you've got everything you need, you got enough damn water to fill the oceans of 4 or 5 different planets. Someone once said, my God, they're going to come and invade us and take everything we've got. Guys, they don't need a damn thing we've got. We haven't got anything they want. What they do want, at least the good ones, they would like to see us make it. They really would like to see this human race make this transition that it's going through. And I call it a transcendent transformation into literally a new species. We're going through this transition. And it's painful as hell. Many of you remember your own adolescence and the hell you went through when you were growing up. God, I remember when I first discovered girls. I went insane. It's a wonder I survived. But I went through, with a couple of loving parents, I went through my adolescence and I went into some adulthood. And thanks to the North Koreans and the Chinese in the Korean War, and thanks to the North Vietnamese in the Vietnamese War, I grew up some, and I'm still here, and I'm ornery as ever. And I'm sharing with you some what I consider to be dynamite information, which I think you might enjoy. Anyhow, 2,000 miles long. Now, try for a moment to consider the kind of civilization that is capable of doing that. A civilization that is capable of constructing ships, machines, factories, whatever they are, 2,000 miles long. A self-luminous object the size of our moon that moves everywhere at once. 2,160 miles in diameter. Well, anyhow, you get some idea of why NASA is scared to death, why the shadow government is scared to death, why they really don't know how to tell you what they've learned, because they're still in a state of shock, and they think if they told you the whole story, you'd go running, screaming down the street. Well, I know better. You guys are pretty damn smart. You know, I have tremendous respect for you. The only damn reason I come to conferences like this is to see guys like you again. It keeps me young, for God's sake. Makes me feel better about being here. Thank you so much. Means a lot to me. Oh, okay. We're clipping along here. Thank you, honey. Okay. I've shown you the Apollo 13 photos of the big mother out there over 5 miles long. As I told you, I was told flatly that they really do find the human race rather amusing. And they entertain themselves by watching our television. They find moving in our midst rather painful sometimes, but when they're by themselves and they're on their ship and they're wherever, they watch TV and they roll in the aisles and they giggle and laugh and watch the monkeys doing their thing, you know, dancing with the stars, as it were. Oh, God. Okay, where am I? I've touched on a hell of a lot. Let's have the next picture, hon. Thank you. Ah. God, I love this picture. You all seen this picture. You've seen others like it. Our ancestors called her Gaia. They said she was alive. Gaia was a goddess. And she is alive. She has a respiratory system. She has a circulatory system. And she has a heart. And that beautiful, beautiful lady is alive. And I have been told by my contacts and the good friends in high places that I have encountered over the years that this beautiful lady is considered to be the ripest and the richest zoological garden in this quadrant of the galaxy. And that's the first time that I knew that the galaxy had been divided up into quadrants, which I followed up with a lot of questions and got a number of answers. Yes, the galaxy has been divided up into quadrants. There are authorities out there, and there is power out there. And the galaxy, being a rather large body of stars, planets, has been divided up. But this beautiful lady, Gaia, is considered by them to be the richest and ripest zoological garden in this quadrant of the galaxy. An old military friend of mine said, "Are you telling me that I'm living in a zoo?" And I'm saying, "You damn right you're living in a zoo, and you're part of the fauna. This beautiful garden is treasured by them, venerated by them. This beautiful lady is rich and ripe with a variety of life, almost an infinite variety. And she's creating life all the time." Anyhow, the flora and fauna are almost infinite in their variety. And you guys are part of the fauna. And I said to my friend, the retired master sergeant, I said, "Behave yourself. You're part of the fauna. Stop misbehaving." Anyhow, I love to throw that out because it kind of taps into what I think the whole gist and the whole meaning of what I've been trying to talk about to you this afternoon. I've told you that the human race is a work in progress. The human race, the human species, is an unfinished product. You have potential. You have good friends in high places. And there are loving members of the trust who really do want to see you make it. Because where we are today, they have been before. So they understand what we're going through. They understand the pain we're experiencing. They know the pain of this transition, this transcendent transformation into a new race. Where we are, they've been. And where they are, we are going. And I want to leave you with that, with the understanding that I am so sick and tired of these doomsday people, these nutcases, these idiots that are continually trying to scare the pants off of you, telling you that you're doomed, that you're not going to make it, the world is coming to an end, oh my God, henny penny, the sky is falling. Oh, I'm so fed up with these guys. If I ever were to run into one, I might poke him in the snoot. I really do. Because I'm fed up with these doomsday people. Hey, hell yes, you're doomed. There's not a one of you in this room that's going to be here 100 years from now. You're all going to die. 100 million people probably died on the planet today. But 100 million more were born. That's the life. That's the process. So doom, oh, the hell with it. But really, I'm fed up. There's so much money being made by doomsayers, you know. What is it, 2012, 21 December 2012? It's all ending poppycock, balderdash. Ain't gonna happen, guys. Make your plans for December the 22nd, 23rd, so on and so on. Make your plans for New Year's 2013. It's going to be a hell of a year. It's going to be as bumpy as the last 15 or 20 have been. Maybe even more bumpy, but that's part of what's happening. Don't sweat it. It's a hell of a ride. There's going to be some pain involved. You've been through hell already. You're going to go through some more. But that's what it's all about. You're growing, you're learning, that's why you incarnated on this planet, for lessons, to be a part of it. And it's a glorious experience. And I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm standing here, and my knees are shot, my hearing is gone, I'm told I'm losing my sight. You know, it's all part of the old program of this carcass that I am occupying at the moment. Guys, I'm 12 years past my warranty. They stopped making parts for this model. You know, this is a 1929 model. So they don't make parts for this anymore. And I have also been told that my membership in the human race has expired. And I do not plan to get it renewed. Next time I'm going somewhere else. I got a little planet picked out in another galaxy out there that I've been to before, and it's very nice. It's like Switzerland in the summertime. And I'm planning to go there when I depart, but I ain't getting up a load to go tonight. So I may see a lot of you here in another few months, you know. I'm still around, I'm still as ornery as ever, and I'm still enjoying your company, and it's always a delight to come and share things with you people. And I want you all to know something before I close. The love, the warmth, the affection, the kind words you guys have shared with me at this conference has meant more to me than I can tell you. The love you have shown to me is one of the reasons I'm still here and what I'm still doing, what I'm doing.